show tonight, the greatest movie star in the world. He is such an action hero. He's always running in films. I love the way he runs. He does it just like this. I've watched it a lot, so I'm kind of an expert at doing it now. In the movie Edge of Tomorrow, did you ever get over that, Emily? Did you ever get to the point where...
I said it to him every day, oh my God, it's you. It just the illusion wears off.
And I was doing my running there, and you are famous for your running. But the director of Edge of Tomorrow was saying that you don't just run on camera, also off camera, you like running.
Yeah, I like to run.
But it's true.
I like to run.
Weren't you getting everyone to run?
Yeah, we had to get back to one because we had so many setups that day. So I was racing the guys back to the opening mark just to keep pace on it. You know, movies, you've got to get a lot of shots during the day, so...
These poor extras.
No, you know that.
They were over it by the end of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom Cruise wants to race again.
Yeah, Tom, you win.
Yeah.
Was there a prize or anything?
No, just let's go.
See, I'd be a very bad extra. I'd be the one, no, I'm not running, I'm not... But I was a kid, and I went to America, and the first movie I saw in America was like an audience test screening of Risky Business.
Come on.
I know.
Really?
I had to fill in the card. I could have wrecked your career.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I'm sure you did, and I appreciate it.
Yeah. But that was that was the beginning, really, Risky Business, wasn't it? Do you remember kind of the moment when fame hit and you thought, oh, actually, I can't arrange to meet a friend outside a coffee shop anymore, or I can't, you know, your life changed? Do you remember your life changing?
Yeah, I remember right after, yeah, it did. Right after Risky Business, it changed a lot. And then Top Gun, it was very different. It was very different.
He said Top Gun. I feel like we shouldn't ask any questions. We'll just sit here and look at him for a while. Now, Tom Cruise, you are legendary for the amount of time you spend with your fans and the signings and all that time. Now, when you meet your fans, you've got this huge back catalogue of movies. So do people want you to, like, do lines for the movies? Do they do catchphrases?
Yeah.
Is there any particular catchphrase they always want to hear?
Well, there's different ones from different films. You know, that sometimes they'll ask, or they actually kind of shout it at me sometimes, you know.
And is there one that's top of the list?
There's not like one, no.
Basically, I'm saying do some.
Oh, okay, oh yeah, all right, okay. I'm sorry, yeah.
30 years in the business.
Good.
30 years in the business.
Okay. So,
Amuse us with some catchphrases.
Yes, okay, I get it now, I get it. I'm a little slow, but I got to catch on.
Do you want the audience to check some?
What's it? Okay. Yeah, you complete me. You had me at hello. You complete me. You complete me.
Aww.
Help me help you. I want the truth.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Feel the need for speed. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to say what the...
Yeah.
Risky Business?
Yeah. Oh, Risky Business.
I know.
10. Doing something for the first time, and it's crazy. Like, so Tom, you've 41 movies now?
I think so. Yeah,
so, but there was a day when it was your first day on set, and you didn't know what you were doing. Was that was Taps, right? Was your first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember being on Taps and Harold Becker yelling out, you know, "Hey, Cruz there!" I was like, everything. I was raising the South, so everything was yes. I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "You know, you see the camera?" I said, "Well, no, sir." He goes, "Well, if you don't see the camera, you're not going to be in the picture." Move to your right. Like, okay. Thank you, sir.
Was it Outsiders where you decided to give your character a trait?
Yeah, part of the thing was we were all eating chocolate cake, and I thought, you know what, in this scene, I'm going to eat chocolate cake. I'm going to eat a lot of chocolate cake, and that's, you know, we ended up 80 takes later, I'm having to eat chocolate cake. When you're a young actor, you think, oh, this is going to be really cool. It's a bad idea.
Yes, I've learned that just recently.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Oh, really?
You know, you got to go through it. You got to live through it. Remember, it's like something weird's happening in my body. I'm about to go unconscious. It was past vomiting. Do you know what I mean?
You gained 20 pounds from one scene.
Oh, my God. It was awful.
Because I do have a wacky wire. Right now, this is the wacky wire.
Which
now,
is completely nothing like the
Oh, is it not?
went down like this.
So, So you've seen these, haven't you? Yeah. Oh, so
Does this electrocute you?
Oh, my God!
no, it doesn't electrocute you. Okay, so do you want to have a go?
Yeah,
I know
let's have a go.
you love a competition.
Yeah, let's have a
so, and Tom Cruise will win. And so if you want to have a go,
Sure,
there.
sure,
Okay, so let's have some tense music.
Okay.
Do you want to go? Go on. Okay.
You get a cabbage if you win.
Can I stand on my knees?
Yeah, of course you can. Of course you can.
Oh, please.
I didn't say that. I did not say that. Okay. Some tense music for Olga. Off you go. Oh. We're running out of time. Okay, Jared, here you go.
Well, I don't need to do it. I've done it before.
This is so... Okay, we want some moody music for Jared. Here we go. Quick.
I've just come down from the Irish sky, and the lassie shout when I go by. Gonna beg you through her, let the wind blow high, let the wind blow through the streets.
Take it very seriously.
All the lassies say hello, gonna beg you through her. A lassie took me to a ball and it was slippery.
Oh, he's a professional, ladies and gentlemen.
Professional, Carney.
Oh, this is the hard man.
Steady. Look at that.
Are you ready to do it?
Yeah, please do it. Do it.
Very seriously.
All the lassies say hello, gonna beg you through.
Jack Reacher, it's lots of action, lots of fights, lots of stunts, and we rarely hear about you getting injured, but apparently in the first Jack Reacher, you did hurt your foot.
Yes.
There's more to this story, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And a joke.
Okay, thank you. So, when you're kicking someone in the in movies, they wear a strap, a leather strap that they put in one shoe, and it goes up all the way down through their groin, all the way down to the other. And there's a leather strap there so that you can really give them one,
I never knew that.
I know. It's an old cowboy thing they developed so that they could do the kick in the and Newman did it for Butch Cassidy's Sundance Kid. So they pulled the strap out for the kick, and I ended up having to do it like almost 50 times. And my foot was swollen for a week from kicking him in the I never thought of all the stunts I've done. I know.
Being the guy who swelled Tom Cruise's foot.
He would stand there with the strap like this, and of course we had to warm up, you know what I mean? So I had to get the angle right, and I just kept kicking him in the and I was like, didn't we get this? Because my foot is killing me.
The thing that interests me about your job is you're not just kind of the star of the film. You're not just the actor. When you're on set, you set the tone of, the approach to the work, the dedication, all of that stuff. You do all of that. Did you learn how to be that sort of set leader, cast leader from some of the greats that you worked with, like Newman or people?
I was always kind of just had a great work ethic. I think it's something that in my life from, I've had jobs since I was a little kid, shoveling snow and newspapers, selling cards door to door, because we had to make money. And I liked it. I liked having my own money and working. And so I always worked very hard. But definitely I was fortunate to be able to work with great artists that were very generous with me, from film directors to actors, the Duvall, Hackman, Newman. But just to be able to watch them work on set, every day I was there. So I was very fortunate.
I heard you tell a story about Paul Newman teaching you something very specific on The Color Money.
I remember we were doing Color Money, and I went actually from Top Gun to Color Money. And we were shooting Color Money in Chicago. But I don't know if you've been to... Do you ever do a show in Chicago?
A lot.
Okay.
In another life, believe it or not, I used to work for a pharmaceutical company, and the American Society of Immunology. The American Society of Immunology used to have their annual meeting in Chicago, and our company office used to be in Chicago. So I've been to Chicago about 15 times.
Well, you know how cold it is in Chicago.
A pharmaceutical meeting is not like making the colour of the moon. I am not going to talk
Okay,
you on
I understand.
that, but it's a cold, cold system.
I understand. But a young actor, though, let me, I was there and I tried my wardrobe on in the summer. And I was like, I'm going to have a leather jacket and T-shirt, And I'm going to have my hair blown back. It's guaranteed up to 90 miles an hour. And there I am in January, and I'm shooting this scene. And I remember in the script, it was like outside. I didn't think about it. Wardrobe was like, yeah, it looks great. And I am doing this scene, and I'm telling you, it's so cold, I can't even speak. And I'm in between takes, and he's in a car, and I'm running to this area. They're trying to thaw. And Newman's like, where's the kid? Where's the kid? It's like, I'm just trying to, he's like, where's the kid? So I have this scene where he's in the car, and I'm next to him. And I look in, I'm like, what? He had the warm coat. He had the heater in there, but it was an electric heater, okay? And he just loved the fact that he's driving this car, and he's got the electric heater, the warm coat, and I'm in the T-shirt, and he looked at me, he's like, T-shirt. He said, you tried your wardrobe on in the summer, didn't you? And I was like, yes, sir, I did. He's like, watch and learn, kid. Watch and learn. I never forgot it. I literally never forgot. I was like, now I'm like, okay, where am I doing? It's like the time when you choose food to eat in a scene. And then I was working with Coppola, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to eat chocolate cake in this scene. I can get away. We had bets going on with the other actors, and I thought, because I have to do it in the scene. It's part of the character. I'm going to eat chocolate cake. We ended up shooting the scene for 3 days, and we did like 100 takes of me eating chocolate cake, and I had to keep eating it. I was like, it was like the first couple of takes, I was like, oh, this is so good. I gotta have to eat it.
Oh,
They're bringing the cake. I was so moist. It's the worst, isn't it? And then it was like, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like, did we get it? Did we get this take? And Francis kept saying, let's do it again. 3 days, I was like 100. I was in sugar shock. I was vomiting. So, chocolate cake and Paul Newman, the weather.
Lessons learned. Lessons learned.
Lessons learned.
We've got a green screen here, so we could raise up the green screen at great speed. While we're waiting for that, we're going to get some members of the audience to do this. But in terms of this, Tom, so what we're going to do, they're going to start back there. They're going to run, okay? They're going to run to here, and then that's the type of expression. And then they're going to get height and presumably facial expression. So in terms of jumping, what's the best way to get height?
Are they going to land in the mats?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Okay, first of all, watch your ankle on the mat, because it...
He knows this. This. Okay, let's get some people. Let's get people to do this. We'll get to you. Hang on. Who wants to do it? You want to do it? Okay, you can come do it. Come and do it. What's your name?
Jamie.
Jamie. Lovely. Okay, this is Jamie. It's not going well.
Watch your ankle.
Come this way. Up you go.
You shouldn't let him do it. He fell off the steps.
We have to say, up you go. Okay. So, Tom, tips for Jamie before you do. So, what sort of facial expression should he go for? Fear.
Just whatever feels natural. Just
Yeah,
the most important thing is don't get blown up.
Don't get blown up.
Not to get blown up.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
it. Try not to get blown up.
I'm escaping.
You're
Yes.
escaping.
Okay.
You're escaping. But you're brave.
Yeah, you're brave.
He's brave.
Yes.
You can't look terrified.
You're frightened, but you're still brave.
Yes.
Frightened, but brave.
I'm not going to go too high.
Why?
Yeah, no, I'll do it for you.
I like that. I'm not going to go too high. How can you go?
Do what you feel comfortable.
So what's the countdown? Is it 3, 2, 1?
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so you're going on 1.
On 3.
On 3.
What?
On 3.
3. No, 1. 1.
Let's go. You do it, Simon.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, here we go, Jamie. Okay, so it's 3, 2, 1, go! That was good, Jamie. Excellent. You vocalized. I like the master. That was very good. let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, there's Jamie. He's running. He's running. Oh! He looked like he was loving it. Loving life. Do we have a woman who'd like to do it? You'd like to do it? Okay, here you go. Here you go. You're in that dress?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, fine. What's your name? Maddie. Maddie. All right, Maddie. Up here. There you go. Okay, here comes Maddie. Now, so you saw Jamie.
Yeah.
You saw Jamie. So it's very important that you just all over that. Okay. Okay, Maddie. So women just do it the same, right, Rebecca? It's
Yes,
just
we do. We do, absolutely. And think,
You go.
think up, OK? I want you to think up.
Elevation. We're looking for elevation.
Relax your face.
Jamie was like a stone.
One thing Jamie
Relax
did when
your
Jamie
face.
did it, which you saw in the playback, was it looked like Jamie did a really big fart. That exploded. Don't do that.
Okay, here goes Maddie. Here goes Maddie.
do it.
Okay, so here we go.
And just
3,
have fun.
2, 1, go! Oh, that's going to be good. That's going to be good, Maddie. Well done. There you go. Have a seat. We'll have a look. Okay. No, they don't. They're not nice. You like you. Okay, here's Maddie. Super cool, Maddie. Should we do one more? One more. Let's get someone. You'd like to do it? Oh, you'd be so good at it. Go on, have a go, do. Go on. What's your name?
Evelyn.
Sorry?
Evelyn.
Evelyn? Okay, Evelyn. Okay, I forgot Evelyn. Here we go. We're rooting for you, Evelyn. And I just said, so you're okay, you're fit. You're fit, okay. You're fit. Right now, you're fit. At the moment, you're okay. Okay. You've seen the others. I think the important thing is, particularly because you look so beautiful, big face at the end, okay? So we're looking for height here, Evelyn. Height, and then forward, okay? Okay. Yeah? You're good. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. This is Evelyn going forward. Wait. So here we go. So 3, 2, 1, go! Well done, Evelyn. Good. That was amazing. Well done, that woman. Very good. You all right? Here we go. Okay, let's have a look. Good job. Let's watch Evelyn. Here she goes. I fear she may not be Mission Impossible 7.
It was like a lovely day out at the Dynamite Factory.
Now, there was fun on set as well. Annabelle said there was a lot of dancing. You did dancing, Annabelle?
Oh, yes, I love dancing.
But Tom dances as well.
We had,
Yes.
look, we have a
What
thing.
what sort of shapes would you throw?
I like this one where I go like, and I'd be like, watch out, boys, don't fall in love, she's gonna... And he would go, we're definitely not gonna fall in love.
What shapes would you throw, Tom?
What?
What shapes would you throw? What were you given?
Tom likes a classic. What's that one?
What's like?
Come on, Dom.
That's a little less Grossman,
If we get to music, hang on, music. Here's some music.
Come on, Zach, get on.
Oh, everyone knows that.
Give the girl
Oh, here we go. Oh!
Grossman, you know? Really want to, you know?
I mean...
You know?
There
you go. A little less. There you go.
We're done. Very good. Well done.
Well done.
I just lived out a real life
I know, that's-
fantasy.
I can't
Thank
believe
you.
I just felt like Les Grossman.
Yeah, just felt like less Grossman, we just get that. That's what we do, a little less.
My bucket list. That's on there. Yeah.
Mine ticked along my girlfriend. Thank you. I did one for the team.
Emily Blunt.
What?
I heard you earlier. You do a TC, don't you? You do a TC.
I'm not after Seth. I mean, come on. Charlize, your goat noise.
Go on, do one line of Tom.
What line shall I do?
I don't know.
I feel the need for speed.
That's good. You're good at it.
Do me.
No. Give me again.
No, do...
I do Donald Duck.
You do Donald Duck?
Yeah.
Do you?
Do it.
Okay, now it's your turn.
I've heard you in interviews talking about the trials of being in one of those jets.
Yeah.
I mean, it's horrific. Or would you be better now? Because
Oh
you've
no,
done...
because I fly aerobatics now. But when you first start flying, you get sick. You know,
But like properly sick.
Yeah, properly, like fill a bag sick. You know. I know the first day when you know you've flown in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you get really sick.
Yeah. You know, I flew with the Blue Angels, and then I went when we were filming. My deal was when I made my deal, I said I've got to fly in the F-14. I made it with the studio, and I had to be filmed in the F-14 live, and so I had to go through all the ejector seat training, and I couldn't wait to fly. So in the morning, I was my first pilot that I flew with. His name was Bozo. And yeah.
Gives you confidence.
Yes, yeah. So I was like, hi, how are you? Bozo. Okay. And we were up there, we had 5 minutes of film, and we had to we had to coordinate, he and we had other airplanes coming in on us, and there was air combat maneuvers, and we very detailed briefings and everything. So we're going out, and we're just right, I don't know, a couple feet off the deck in the desert, and we're just sweating. I'm sweating in the F-14. And because we were doing heavy maneuvers, and we did a really heavy maneuver. We pulled like 9.5 Gs, and you go out. You got a G suit on, but you just kind of black out. And when I came through, it's like I had my barf bag right here, my side of the thing. I was like, okay, so now I'm gonna go get it done so I can do the next take. So I leaned down like this, pulled it out. I was like, just went down like this, and he at that point decided to pull up. And he pulled up so hard and for so long. I mean, I can't do it now. My head literally was touching the ground with the G-force at my spine. And the push to talk was right here. I was going like this, going, Bozo. And it's like, I mean, he was going up forever. So finally, he leveled off, and I had the bag in my hand. I said, Bozo. Didn't you see? You get a check. You didn't tell me you were going to do that. My head was like, what? He says, yeah, they don't call me Bozo for nothing. So I had my barf bag. I held up,
But now, we want to talk a bit more about the stunts, because we talked about mentioned the car chase. But seriously, you did all the driving in that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But who lets you do that?
He's the producer.
I know, but there must be other producers. There must be other producers who are going to go, no. Can someone say no to you?
Yeah, they...
But you'll ignore them.
Yes.
And what is it now? Is it just like a badge of pride?
No, it really has to do with storytelling. Look, I mean, as a kid, I was always kind of doing different stunts. Like, I lived in Canada for a while, and I would do flips off the house into the snow, and I'd create characters and stories for my family, and to really try to make them laugh. And I always, I'd create a ramp and ride my bike across and try to jump over, ditches and stuff like that. But I feel that acting, you're bringing everything, physically and emotionally to a character and a story, and I'm able to do it, and I've trained for 30 years doing things like this, that it allows us to put cameras in places where you normally are not able to do, because, and so that's, when I started producing Mission Impossible, I started developing different the action around what I could physically do and train to be able to do. And I used to, I raced cars for Paul Newman's race team. I raced cars for him for a couple of years. And I've just always loved fast cars and motorcycles and hiking and climbing. And
And
jumping and airplanes.
We've got some stills, actually, from the Mission Impossible series. I mean, there's that. Then there's the really difficult... I mean, I'm going to say the really difficult one. Like, that's easy. That's you just climbing a building. You know, people wash windows. I don't know. The one on the rock. Like, how do you even get in that? Like, did someone lift you up?
No, I actually climbed down.
And
that hurt. That one hurt, actually. You can see my head back because it was quite painful because I had to hold it. There was a helicopter coming around to try to get in position. And it took them a while to figure out the composition, so I had to hold it a little longer than I wanted to.
And does Tom Cruise, the man, I mean, are you scared? Are you terrified?
No. I mean, no. There's moments where the adrenaline is going. Like on the Burj, when I went off the building, there's times in Reacher, the stuff that we're doing was very technical, and you know, I have a camera over my shoulder, and we're being chased by a camera car that's a pursuit car. So that a lot of the stunts, when you see that we have the basic geography of it, but sometimes things go wrong, and a lot of the stuff that went wrong is in the movie. When you're seeing it, it's things, you know, and went wrong in a way that no one was injured or hurt badly. And so I had to qualify that.
Yeah, really. Yeah. You're thinking, oh, what about Mike?
No, I got injured there. Okay, no one's hurt badly. No one missed a day of work.
Did you see Tom on that show? Yeah, no one got hurt.
Exactly.
Well, just to tease people about one of the treats they can have, there's a stunt, and I'm sure there's lots of stunts in Mission Impossible 7, but there's a stunt you do, and I'm sure you can't tell us anything about it, but this is... So it involves this ramp. Now, this is in Norway, right?
This is in Norway.
OK. Now, there's a man on the ramp, but can you tell us what you do on the ramp, or is that a secret?
Yeah, I ride a motorcycle off that ramp.
He's not lying.
Bloody hell.
So wait, though,
Yeah.
wait. So you're looking at that. So you gave us this. This is a tiny little bit of footage just to give you an idea of where he rides the motorbike. OK, so this is you and the director. I think you're on it. OK, so he comes up that ramp, and that's where you go. That's where he drives it.
That makes Evil Knievel look like a bit of a wuss. That is...
Wow.
And in the thing, so we see it, it is amazing. But what made me laugh when I was looking at this, I was thinking, people live here in the middle of nowhere in Norway. It was like, what is that noise? How many days were you there for?
In Norway for over a month, 5 weeks. They were amazing. Like every day they were there at the bottom. You know, when we were shooting, I did this particular one 8 times. I did it 6 in one day and 2 the other day. And we spent a good year prepping this thing and figuring. I've wanted to do it since I was a little kid.
I mean, you love doing this stuff.
Yeah, the first time I did it was pretty nerve-wracking, though. We didn't know what was going to happen. I mean, no matter how much you train or what you do, there's so many things that could have, you know, that were challenging. But it is exhilarating attempting to do it, and, you know, yeah, it was exhilarating.
Because don't directors have to remind you, stop smiling when you're doing this stuff?
That's cute. Yeah, Chris McQuarrie, he's like, where I was flying the helicopter in Fallout, and we were doing aerobatics, and he was like, Tom, I was like, what? He used it right in the middle. He says, you're smiling. You're smiling. Stop smiling in the take. It's like, oh yeah, thank you.
You're supposed to be saying
yeah, it's supposed to be, yes, exactly.